I am your host, Edward Anderson. Sorry I cut out on y'all real quick. I'm out here getting some tires done, so I got a minute. Y'all press one when y'all get in here so I know y'all here. What is up? Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, that AI, man. You saw I did that LOL in the Telegram. That AI is something crazy. So what I may look at doing is I may look at doing a live stream where I go through both trailers, both GTA trailers. Yeah, all right, appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm actually just hanging out right now. I ain't doing too much. Hold on one second. Yeah, what's up, Landon? Yeah, man, like I was saying before, man, these chicks out here, they're cooked, man. They're absolutely cooked. Because here's the thing. Like, again, when it comes to time, that's not respected. Yeah, when it comes to time, that's not respected when it comes to dudes. And man, when you look at NBA 2K, Madden, whatever year, like, and you look at like what the architecture is for shit. Yeah, so far, last time I checked, it was at 180. It was at 88 million views. And you gotta remember, they didn't announce that they was gonna drop that, so it wasn't like they did an announcement that they was gonna drop the GTA 6 trailer. Basically, they dropped the trailer because, folks are feeling a type of way because they basically said, look, it's gonna be another year, which I'd rather them do it right. Because I mean, what's another year? And me personally, that'll give me time to kind of rev certain shit up. Tecmo, I remember Tecmo Bowl. Topic is we just shooting the shit. I will be seeing Sinners in a couple of days. I will be seeing that. I didn't see a couple of clips, like 10 5-second clips. So I'm more excited to see it. So I'll definitely be seeing it probably this weekend. Yeah. So I mean the thing is, when you got to really think about that. A lot of these streamers came up on GTA. When I say came up on GTA, that's actually how they got a lot of their initial audiences. See, people don't talk about that. They didn't just get their audiences from nowhere. So the thing about it is, women don't respect men's attention. They don't. They never had to really compete for it except for like other women. And you see what happened with the game, even though some of that stuff is skits, that breaking game stuff, there's a reason that shit goes viral because a lot of women, they don't feel like they have to compete with with a man's attention for anything else. This is why they quick to call somebody gay or this and that. And so when you look at where the internet, the gaming internet is, and the thing about GTA is not just a game. And I ain't even played GTA in a long time like that. Hold on one second. Anyway, I'm back. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, I went and saw Thunderbolts with a friend. Thunderbolts is better than a lot of people are saying. It's not making no money, but that's because people are quite frankly tired of Marvel. But Thunderbolts got a lot of interpersonal moments, and that's as far as I'll go. I ain't gonna give away the movie. I mean, it probably could do like one more action set piece, but other than that, the movie's good. So yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna see it for Michael B. Jordan. But I'm really curious at some of the dynamics here and what some people have said with some of the colorism bullshit ass dynamics in there. I know a lot of people feel some type of way that they got like a dark skin, bigger woman. But the thing about it is that's something black women gotta account for. The reality is no other group of women are out here saying it. See, let's just be all the way real about it. The reality is women, this is why I say cut your face to spike the mirror, because let's just be all the way real about it. Women are really on some you should take whatever I give you bullshit, and they don't understand that shit don't translate to other races. So what you was this is talking about. Somebody go look up how old. Let me check that out real quick. All right, I can't even be mad at Eve. Eve is 46 years old. That's just a 6 year difference. That's nothing. So, but let's just be real. She went, got her a white man. If you can pull off, even though dude already had kids, she had to give him a kid. Eventually, she got lucky that he did right by her. She basically pulled off, even though she, and what's crazy is, even though Eve, you could definitely call bullshit on how Eve acted with black men versus how she acted with him. At the end of the day, Eve has never, and she has said some slick shit with Chris Brown and shit. Eve has never been like a divester like that. She has never promoted divestment. So the sad part about it is the chicks that don't promote divestment, she probably is a creme de la creme, especially when you look at where Eve started versus where she is, 46 years old. But you don't hear women talk about Eve like that. I mean, even Serena Williams. You look at Serena Williams. You don't say what you want to. Most women, especially when you look at Serena Williams' look factor, hey, she did the best that she could, you know? Because let's keep it real. None of them dudes that she dated that were black was going to commit to her like that. That's just real. Common was never going to commit to her long term. Drake definitely was not going to do that. Let's just be very real about that. So, so at the end of the day, you have this thing where you got these bitches basically they're upset. They y'all don't know what y'all want to promote. On the one hand, y'all are telling black men deserve less or don't deserve anything, but on the other hand, y'all don't understand those habits, like those skills. No matter what scenario, it doesn't, like what BGS talks about, the thing about the community, black women will never be able to do better than their own men. That's true for generally all women. So no matter how much you hate yourself, that's what you're born with, blame God. When you don't practice those habits, those skills, that men want, because of whatever you want to tell yourself, intersectional feminism, all that, guess what? Those skills are not there. You can't just pull a 180. Those skills will never be as good as what it otherwise would. This is why it's always a lot of freaky, deviant sex, because that's all black women can typically trade with non-black is deviant sex, which is why they always in this constant state of cap or this constant state of blaming black men. This is why black men always gotta be in their mouth. Black men have to always, this is why they keep saying decenter men, but it always has to be about men. Versus then this is where I tie this back in to games like GTA. People will watch people play that game. People will get on streaming and hang out with people Like, you can literally have a TV show of people playing this game, and people will watch their favorite streamer playing this game on Twitch, on all of that. That's the reality. This is an immersive world. I'm not even trying to cape for it. I'm just saying this is where the market is right now. You gotta understand what age people are. People are getting streamers, costing at all these people. People will sit here and watch this shit, how that shit just running at night, because they hanging with people in the chat, all of that at night, in the middle of the night, going to sleep to the shit with the phone and all of that. I used to have Twitch on my TV, and I just chill and watch that shit versus sitting there watching some random like history shit I used to watch. Go sleep to that, see what's going on, see your reaction. Passive. That's what people don't necessarily talk about. And so the thing about it is, if you talking about, like, seriously, Call of Duty, people forget Smash is still out there. It's some crazy crap in the fighting game community that's going on with Smash Brothers, even though I don't play that shit. I mean, Ramil was like one of the closest dudes in this space that really dealt with that shit heavy, that had a platform. It's crazy. They got their own thing. It don't matter what women say. It don't matter that they're incels, smelly, stinky, whatever you want to say. They got their own shit, and they're content with their own shit. And there's money, but there's a lot of money behind that. It's not even supported by Nintendo. That's how crazy that shit is. That's how crazy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how Serena looks, Landon. I don't know why the first thing we talk about a chick. I get it with the looks, but I'm saying as a matter of fact. But we have this thing where we got to say somebody doesn't look good. At the end of the day, she got a dude that was worth like 60 million. Like, he was worth like $40 million what he got with her. Now he's worth 110 million, and he's basically helped her grow her money. I'm not even gonna hate. He used her as seed money, but he straight up kicked back a lot of that money to her. A lot of money to her. So he's closed the gap. Not completely, but he has definitely significantly closed the gap between their wealth. That's what, and she had a kid with that. She got her little mixed baby, and she got that. At the end of the day, she won. At the end of the day, Serena, the only issue with Serena is Serena can't make peace with her being black. Because again, Serena has this issue. I was just talking to somebody in the Grizzly about the Met Gala thing. He sent me a post with it. Serena got this thing where she got to be valued by these gay white men. That's really what that is. Just like Kanye, that mentally ill. Even when you winning, this is how you know it's a mental illness. Even when you got the white dude, you got the mixed baby, you still want to start playing like you're Lil' Kim and shit, messing with your face. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing that man cannot give. That white man cannot give you self-love. That's not his job. Y'all look, and that is what it is. On paper, she won. I'm not even gonna hate on that. So when people say how somebody look, and at the end of the day, before she got him, Drake dated her, Common dated her. She has a list of dudes that she was attached to. Let's just be real. So, looks matter, yeah. But my thing is, when people gotta say, oh, well, especially when somebody winning, it's kind of like, it gets petty, and it's on some like hating stuff to me. But going back to the Sinners thing, yeah, y'all want that chick. Y'all wanted the darker, the fatter. He did that. Now you upset because, because you see how goofy that shit look up against a Haley Steinfeld, who, by the way, you ain't got to worry about her taking Michael B. Jordan. She's engaged to Josh Allen, the quarterback for the Giants, or Buffalo. So she's already taken. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's the side she's on. But people get upset about that because you see how goofy that shit look. That shit look goofy as hell. Because it is goofy as hell. And that's on y'all. You want to talk about promotion. At the end of the day, why the fuck would black men promote y'all when most of y'all can't stand black men? Why would you, if this shit was in the reverse, would you do that? So I bring all this together just to let y'all know, at the end of the fucking day, dudes, if y'all ain't got pussy to leverage, a lot of niggas ain't even trying no more. You can call them whatever name you want to call them. You have every right to call them whatever name you want to call them. Go ahead and call them that name. It doesn't matter. It's like a job shit. It's like people... It doesn't matter. That's what people don't get. It doesn't fucking matter. if they're already not in the market like that, and we're not even talking about people that like you got like if you look at the pie chart, you got niggas that are just running through chicks and they doing whatever, they don't give a fuck because it's always another bitch. They bitching about that. You got older dudes that could basically buy bitch, either buy it or whatever combination. They mad at that. You got dudes that are doing alternative, sex market, aka passport bros, aka whatever. They mad about that. Then you got the interracial dudes who don't even deal with black women like that. All those pie charts, you got to compete with all of that. You got to pay for all of that. You got to compete with all of that. And this ain't no nah. This is the reality of what the market is. This is what these Z's and these alphas gonna have to fucking deal with, yo. This is what they're gonna have to deal with. And then you got these chicks that are millennials, 3 more years, it's over. Y'all 30. By the time Grand Theft Auto come out, y'all got less than 2 years. Let's keep it real. And so at the end of the day, you talk about 30-year-old, we ain't talking about no Sabrina Carpenter 25-year-old, we talk about 30-year-old, you talk about 30-year-old. And most of y'all got kids. So now you talking about a lot of y'all that's gonna have kids, already have them, and you 30. And y'all talk about what y'all want, what y'all need to do. You better, like I said, date out. Cause the passport shit ain't gonna do nothing but go up. Hey, guess what? Real IDs just got into effect. Real IDs just got into effect. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. We'll see. I see what you saying. I ain't got no problem with you posting that. That ain't even nothing that I'm gonna talk about online. I saw that people was talking about that in the Discord. That's Discord. That's gonna be Discord. And that's gonna be. What I will say to that is, she didn't do it while if I don't know if that's true, if that's what's going on. And I know you ain't the first person to say it, but I will say she didn't do it while he was alive. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, just gotta hook up. But yeah, but like I said, yeah. So, but as far as that is concerned, yeah, he didn't do it while he was alive, and that's all I'm gonna say for that. Like on the real. Yeah, you lost volume because I was paying for my tires. I was paying for my shit. So, oh shit, I'm about to leave my shit. Hold on one second. Shit. About to leave my. Yeah, just like an idiot. Yeah. Yeah, man, but that's the thing. And I'm not saying I'm not on no petty nah stuff. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just telling you what the real is. That's all I'm saying. And the reality is, you know, shout out to Shay Sade. You know, the reality is a lot of y'all that's not plugged up. Y'all wanted to be outside. Y'all want to be for the streets. Well, y'all now a lot of y'all getting in a certain age. Y'all want to come in, and then y'all looking for that used car market, and y'all finding that used car market is fucked up. That's what y'all finding out. It ain't real like that. And then you want to sit here and blame society and think you about to turn it into a political issue. It ain't a political issue. It ain't society. It's not really society's job. Y'all tricked off your youth. That's really what happened. Y'all basically tricked off your youth. And then y'all want to sit here and blame other people for that. Like, it's like y'all you a lot of fuck bitching your way out of it. A lot of y'all ain't gonna be able to sell pussy your way out of it. Y'all not gonna be able to take pussy and sell it. And by the way, appreciate y'all supporting that video upload. More will be coming. I see that's at 1.7 with 17 minutes, so I appreciate that. I really do. Appreciate all y'all. I'm gonna start popping more of those out because, you know, I've been kind of laxing on the content, like the focus content. At the end of the day, I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm gonna let other people talk about that. But that don't really mean nothing because, again, it's still death do it. Let's keep it real. When it comes to marriage, it's still death do its part. So they're parted because he died. So ultimately, and that's not me making excuses, but that to me, I don't see that as the same as like what was going on with a certain somebody's daughter that was talking about Beyond Black and White. And she alive when she's supposedly supposed to be making money off of quote unquote divestment. I don't see that as the same thing. Now, granted, he got a son, and she got to ask how goofy that looks, knowing that she's tied to him, and that's gonna be known. That and that's the thing. And again, all that tell you is all these women want is that easy money. And here's the funny thing about it. Because I'm not sitting here trying to tell nobody how to do nothing. That's not what I'm here to do. But what I will say is it's better to sell pussy privately than to be publicly on OnlyFans. Because you got a lot of mofos. Because let's be clear, all these mofos are not making money on OnlyFans. They're not. They're not making money that are on OnlyFans. That's what doesn't really get said. So ultimately, man, it is. They tricked off their youth. Just like dudes trick off their money, women tricked off their youth. Here's the problem. You can always get more money. Like, real talk. If you really know how to earn like that, you can always get more money. You can't get time back. You can't. And that goes for dudes. I'm 38. I'll be 40 in a year and a half. I can't get my 20s back. I can't get my 30s back. Sure, I can get my body on point. But understand, there's a difference between even doing that in your 30s compared to your 20s. Like, you know, but you can get it on point to a certain extent. But, you know, shout out to Coach Greg Adams, you know. But even still, you know, it'll always be to a certain point. But women, youth, and fertility is all they got to trade on. Men, security, what men got to offer is kind of timeless. And women can talk about, and don't let these bitches tell you that, oh, it's because you old and you weird. That's in the United States because we're in a matriarchy. Everywhere else, that's bullshit. That you see these white boys, number one, black women have no problem dealing with older white men. So apparently that white skin ain't out of date. Don't let them try to tell you that. So my point is, I ain't even speaking on that because at the end of the day, that's her choice. Like, it's crazy because it's kind of like, um, what are we doing? Like what are we really doing? Because, and then you got motherfuckers that, you know, they'll get on OnlyFans, and understand OnlyFans, there's competition there because you got these international bitches on OnlyFans. So that kind of, unless you already pseudo kind of famous, if you think you about to be out there and do soft shoe shit there, most of these chicks ain't even got enough game to really know how. Like, let me tell you something, dude. Let me tell you something, and I want to be real with you. I told y'all before, and I told y'all again. Some of y'all have seen some of the stuff I put in the AI shit, but AI video. Let's keep it all the way 100. None of these bitches can outperform what I can do with AI. Even on the TikTok thirst trap shit, pretty much. Like, when it comes to them prompts and the thirst trap, like getting these chicks, what these motherfuckers, and keep in mind, it don't even got to be AI. I can take a real picture and modify that. Understand that none of these bitches can outdo what we can do with AI on a thirst trap. Let's just be real. Like, I'm just gonna be real. And the thing is, you millennials are gonna feel some type of way about that, but Z's and alphas are already primed because they didn't grow up in the same way. So understand that you're going into a situation where you can separate the bitch from that. Because all you see, remember what them athletes, them actors and stuff be talking about using their likeness, like they was talking about using, you know, a Carrie Fisher's likeness or Picard's likeness. That's a real thing. Because this AI is getting to the point where you can, with the dubbing, where you can really low-key do that. And then when you look at a lot of where this stuff is going, because it's not just one site, this stuff is going outside the United States, you know, where it's not subject to the same laws and shit. Like, understand that, like, your OnlyFans might be sunsetted unless you actually have. That's why a lot of them bitches be hating on the dudes. They be supporting them and giving them money, like Bad Baby and all that. Like, you create that shit. Like, seriously. And people, and I'm not even saying that, I'm saying it's indistinguishable. It's already there. So now, is it there on the hardcore stuff? Not necessarily, but on any TikTok thirst trap shit, it's already there. So it don't even matter. Like, you look at like even that Lucia chick on AI, like it's people literally got Patreon, like literally Patreons, just like OnlyFans has got Patreons, characters, all that shit. And here's the thing, people will sit here and what they try to do is say stuff is weird. Like, here's the thing, you can believe that. You can have that belief. We live in a society right now that I'm not allowed to say a man fucking another man is weird. I'm not allowed to say that. However, let somebody sit here and do some AI shit. Oh, that's weird. But the other thing isn't weird. Right? All the goofy shit that women do isn't weird. Women putting rabbits and shit, using rabbits and all that bullshit they do isn't weird. Women putting dick strap things on them, on them to fuck another bitch is not weird. That's supposed to be none of my business. Because you want to be a man so bad, but you ain't never gonna be a man. See, that's I'm out of pocket for saying that's some goofy ass shit. They're gonna be like, why do you care? What is it my business? Of course they're gonna say. And my point is, dudes, I don't care what the bitches say. They're gonna say what they're gonna say because their goal is to keep money in their pocket. My issue is you'll have dudes that'll be out here trying to white knight for hoes, or even if they're not trying. Oh man, that's weird. That's it. But ain't got nothing. So what women say is anything goes. Anything the women do, y'all ain't got no opinion on it. But y'all want to regulate dudes, but y'all believe in regulating women, where women are the real chaos element. So I'm just saying that just to say how full of shit people are. Shout out to KMS. KMS is called Alive. You're right. GTA is a societal event. a social event. I wouldn't be shocked if technocrats push back the date. Yeah, because a lot of push back the date to figure out as they figure out the no dates for them. I mean, it's not, no, technocrats didn't do that, because technocrats don't even acknowledge some of this stuff. They don't even acknowledge that. And then you got to understand that women, I mean, you got to remember how long Rockstar has not put out another game. You got to remember that. So, and then you got to understand a lot more. You got to remember, one of the main protagonists is a woman. So obviously women are going to be involved in this too. If for nothing, they see themselves in there. And they did a good job crafting that character. So I don't think that's what it is. I mean, it's definitely a decent theory, but I don't think that's what it is. But I think real talk, they're like, I mean, what's another fucking year? We want to do this right. And I think they do need to get it right, because like, this is like, I can't, because it's so much pent up energy because of 10 fucking years, you can't exaggerate like when this comes out. This is going to be Star Wars The Force Awakens. This is going to be almost a Star Wars The Force Awakens level, Avengers Endgame level. It's going to be that big because of how long it took for them to put it out and all of the pent up energy. That's what can't be understated, and kind of, you can't understate how much energy has been pent up because they haven't put a game out. Yeah, 7 years since Red Dead. You said 13 years for G. That's crazy. So if you look at the lifespan of a game, which is really like 5 years, you know, if you look at like Mortal Kombat 1 versus Mortal Kombat 11 versus X, it's typically 5 years. That's crazy. 13 years. I was 27. You got people like, seriously. You got people that like, seriously. So again, and you got people that they are gonna like, dude, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna see Xbox and play PS5. Shit is going to get sold the fuck out. And then you gotta think about it now, because of inflation, and even though tariffs is a software game, so they can't say that. So people are used to paying more too. You gotta remember how much games were sold for. Games were sold for like $40 when that shit first came out. That's how crazy that is. That's how crazy that is. So when you really like think about that, you really understand that it's insane. And so it's not even, I'm not even hyping it up because, oh my God, I'm a GTA fan. I like GTA, but I'm not even, I played it all the way since 3, 4, San Andreas, 3, San Andreas, 4, all of that. And then you got to understand where technology is today too, where how much people are online, how much social is around it, how like TikTok culture, you got to think of all of that. How much stuff that GTA used to exaggerate is a lot more close to home. Like a Trump presidency would have been an exaggeration. We already live in the alternate universe, right? So you got to think about that part too. So it's just, you know, a lot of people are a lot more online than they used to be. You'll have older people playing that shit. You're gonna have politicians talking about that shit. School shootings, all of that. And then how, you know how crazy Florida is. So at the end of the day, yeah, so at the end of the day, it's all of that. It's not just me hyping it up. And my point is, when you look at where, you gotta think of, you know, where gender shit was 13 years ago, man. 13 years ago, you talking about 2012. Nigga, 13 years ago, Instagram was bought by Facebook. 13 years ago. You got to think of where we are and where we are now. Like where we are now, nigga. Like that shit was weird. That shit's not weird no more. You got women streamers, they see the money, they trying to get into it, nigga. The money, I Show Speed, Constant and them, they gonna have a show. The nigga, the money, every streamer gonna have their own show. Like motherfuckers, you gonna see motherfuckers picking that shit up, then you ain't never pick that shit up. And that's why really, if you smart, I really should start like kind of building that up now. In fact, that's where the real idea of that gaming channel came from. And I really need to kind of jump back on that to get y'all kind of used to that. That way y'all are kind of my base and I build on that with other people. Cause that's something I can show my face. We can talk about a lot of stuff, geek the content, a lot of different stuff. You know, I actually talked to a black chick. Nara, you know, she was asking me, do you know what Shippuden is? I'm like, what are you talking Naruto? She's like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah. You be surprised, man. Shout out to our Artisan. Shout out to Charles. Shout out to Roger Report when they were doing their thing. Like when you look at movies like Standards and stuff like that, he said the first Avengers was 13 years ago. Yeah, man. People forget. Shout out to Comics Explain a lot of that. Trust me, there is the market, and you're talking about a local market. I'm talking about a global market. So you really know how to tap into that. So that's gonna be interesting. So yeah, so a lot of these chicks playing games, being like just insufferable, motherfuckers gonna be, I could take this bitch out on an expensive date where, you know, where I'm sitting here going to a job interview for pussy, basically. Taking a bitch on a date today is worse than a job interview. It's one thing if you go with her already. I'm not talking about fucking a bitch. I ain't talking about bitch you already go with, you got a relationship with. I'm talking about you trying to build her, you know, you ain't fucked her, but you take her out to eat. Man, restaurants are already fucked up out here. Or you can be like, oh, I can order out. Man, we gonna have a GTA night. We gonna have a Call of Duty night. Nigga, we gonna have an NBA 2K night. You know, you can just plug, you got Discord in there, and you got the shit on Discord with the video, streaming it with the technology, all of that. What sounds more fun? A whole bunch of needy assholes that you, cause here's the thing, the niggas that are already fucking don't gotta do none of that shit. Let's understand that. Niggas that are already fucking don't gotta do none of that shit. These bitches will literally take your money and get a doggy bag, take your money, take your damn date, and then get the doggy bag and get that to another nigga that they already fucking. That's literally where we are. It's not like you got a market where you're doing this and you get this, and then niggas that no, they're pretty much on some either I'm fucking for free or I ain't doing nothing. And I'm not saying that's how it is for everybody, but that's what it is, and nobody wants to really talk about that. People don't got to. What did I tell you? Quiet quitting. Ain't nobody gonna make no fucking announcement. It's just gonna happen. And everybody gonna be playing this game. I don't understand why this is like this or blah, 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 blah. I don't get it. What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, while you figure it out, niggas gonna be chilling. White dudes, all of that. Marty is in Brazil with a PS5 and all of that. GTA with hoes. Lucia is Brazil. Lucia is Hispanic too. Let's cut the bullshit. And so the thing is, people will try to say, oh, you're weird. Niggas can be weird. Niggas can be that. Guess what? They not trying to be here's the thing. Niggas, when people say this weird shit, they say this like motherfuckers give a fuck about being around you. The prices are probably gonna be, I mean, they didn't show, why would they show the prices a year out? No, they haven't. And they don't need to. It don't matter what they price it. People go buy it. You gotta think about it. They didn't sell the DLCs, they didn't charge people for the DLCs like that. The way GTA made their money is the in-game currency. People go buy it regardless. It don't even matter. People go buy it regardless. They could price that bitch at $150 and people and that shit will still sell out. Cause you gotta think about it. They'll just sell in-game currency. Cause remember, the game is not the same as GTA Online. Those are two different things. Shout out to KMS for another $5. Much appreciated. KMS writes, real talk. Real talk. It's at the point that if you need to take a chick on a date to smash, they don't like you. I've been said that. I remember when Black Ram agreed with, he said, wow, he said, I've been said that. He said, wow, he said that if you taking a chick on a date is the new simping. I've been said that. If you got to take a chick out on a date, she don't fuck with you for real. She really don't. If women are not going to allow dates to get in the way of raw sexual attraction to a dude, they're not. They're not. And I'm sorry, and a lot of dudes don't want to believe that. And so if you're willing to spend your money, spend it. I'm not saying, hey man, get your weight up, get your body up, whatever you got to do to fit whatever moniker that these chicks want. I mean, I'm just saying though, if they really fuck with you for real, a date ain't what's in the way. The lack of a date is not what's in the way. That's not what's stopping it, my nigga. Now, they won't tell you that because, again, they want free resources. They want unearned resources. Women love, I mean, even, it's not even black women. A lot of women tell you they love showing up to eat on another man's dime. They don't see no shame in that. There is no shame in that to them. They see, it's funny because they never think about, you create a stalker doing that. They never think, you could get a stalker. See, notice that when they come to taking niggas' money without doing nothing, they never think of, oh, this dude could turn into a stalker. A lot of things that happen doing that. They never think about that. They literally, for all the women talk about how afraid they are, how perpetually that motherfucker got the steering wheel on the wrong side. That motherfucker got the steering wheel on the wrong side. The fuck? He got the steering wheel on the wrong side. That motherfucker must have imported that car directly. That's crazy. Anyway, it's never no fear. It's never no fear. It's never none of that. You got women that they will literally, you have women that will literally, you got women that will literally get on a plane. I want you to understand this. You got women that will get on an airplane. They will get on an airplane and literally fly out. They will get on an airplane and fly out and then think you supposed to take them out and wine and dine them and they don't gotta fuck. That's literally the game to the point where if you're gonna, which you shouldn't fly bitches out, by the way. If you're gonna fly bitches out, but if you're gonna do it, you need to might as well book a one-way ticket. What it costs more to do a one-way ticket versus a round trip? It's insurance. Because if she don't do what you need to do, she can pay for that own fucking ticket. That's the game that they play. And I tell, and real talk, you literally, cause these hoes are fucking up, be like, oh, we're not going nowhere until we fuck. If we're not fucking, I'm not flying you out. So understand that if you want to pay me, you want to get a ticket, you're going to get a one-way ticket. And if you don't want to fuck, then you can pay for your own way. We're not doing nothing until we do that. In the Bible, when they use the term know her, that means have sex. If I don't know a chick, I'm not paying for shit. Because there's no chemistry there. You know what you're doing. The fuck you flying out here for? Well, I'm just saying. See, that's the gal. You a goofy. No, I'm not a goofy. That's the game. It may cost more to do too. Y'all want to use Spirit, but they do one way anyway. Just deal with the one way. Now fuck that shit. Which y'all shouldn't even be doing that shit anyway, real talk. If y'all are flying bitches out, you need to fly yourself out. The DR is not that far. Fly yourself out for a weekend. Fly yourself out. If you on that type of time, the fuck you flying bitches in for? Especially if it's bitches you don't know. Like, seriously, fly yourself out. That's why they mad at fucking Passport Bros. I see the videos of Cartagena, but black men are doing too much, man. I do believe that black men, a lot of these niggas, first of all, it ain't even so much black men doing too much. A lot of dudes are just popping stuff up for views because they don't know how to get views in the way they really need to get them. So they just throwing everything up. They throwing everything up there, putting shit on blast. So it's not even just people going necessarily. It's people wanting to put everything don't belong on YouTube. Some of that shit you just need to put in a Patreon and charge them for it. Charge them $1, $3, or $5 and build that up. That's my personal opinion on that. Everybody want to put everything on YouTube, but everything, because when you put it on YouTube, basically you getting on women. These women have demonstrated they'll do anything and everything to try to fuck black men up, because they do not want your ability to have options. They see you having options as an existential threat to them. Now these are supposed to be your women, mind you, but this is how they think. Because black women are in perpetual competition with black men. And so at the end of the day, they will try to destroy this is why they'll try to say, oh, niggas that play GTA or like, see, they can't do that no more, because there's too many niggas that they are fucking saying that are playing Madden or playing GTA. So they look goofy as hell saying that. They look goofy as fuck saying that. But, because that's what they used to say. Oh, you said they're playing Madden. But then you find out these bitches are taking care of niggas. A quote-unquote YN doing it. Don't believe that. Yeah, make these, all you niggas that y'all be living off y'all dick, make these bitches pay. I'm dead ass serious. That's what they don't say. A lot of y'all Negroes need to learn how to put it down. Yes, put it down, do the exercise, the PC muscle exercise, all that. Make them pay. Make them pay. Tax them, charge them. Like student loan, garnish they shit. Don't have no shame. If you want another month, will. Make these old bitches pay. These Tracy Ellis Ross, pay. Don't be no goofy ass nigga talking about I hit Tracy Ellis Ross. What that mean, nigga? Niggas be wanting to hit Tracy Ellis Ross so they can take that to another bitch. Be like, nigga, bitch, I'm hitting that Tracy Ellis Ross. Bitch, you gonna pay. You gonna pay. Exactly. And so a lot of that, like, this is where building infrastructure, like all of these, it's like an iceberg. What the top of the iceberg is what you see. There's a whole massive infrastructure underneath. It's not even about competing with women. It's about doing what we need to do. So when dudes need to get plugged in, they can get plugged in. When they need to get gamed up, they can get gamed up. Your sound might. Point is, this is I'm talking about this is because this is more of an external environmental thing, but this is what leveraging an environment. You're supposed to create leverage. Then they have negotiating power at that point. They just out here, and we know how needy most of these hoes are. Even the one, like, think about it. These student loans about to start garnishing these bitches' wages and shit. These student loans are about to start garnishing these hoes' wages. These chicks don't respect your time, so you taking them on a date, or you take them on a date, spending money on them. They don't even have to owe you good conversation. Fuck sex. They just on their phone like they don't want to be there. But you still do it. Nah, man. Fuck that. Make them earn all that shit. Hold on. Press 1 if the sound is better. I'm about to end this in a minute anyway. What's up, D Scott? Press 1 if the sound is better. And make sure y'all hit up that Cash App. But make sure press 1 if you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so like I said, you should make them earn your time. And that's a group effort. Not just individually. And so, yeah, and these niggas gonna be gaslighting, white knighting for these chicks about these niggas are lame. Okay, you can be over there doing that. Just like with Twitch. Used to be a lame if you on Twitch. Now you got all these chicks on here, all this stuff wanna be. No, because and that's what I be saying. You got people that they're in love with the idea of more black people getting a degree versus the actual mechanics of it. So people are being real. They just assume you get a degree, get a degree. The quality of having a degree is not the same as what it used to be. So now everybody got one. So now it don't even matter like that for real. Is it more important for you to have a degree or have a fucking house? Yeah, what's good, D Scott? Exactly. Degrees are like unless you're getting STEM training, and even then that's not a guarantee anymore. A lot of these degrees are prestige. I got a degree. Okay, how much money? How much money? What are you worth? Get the fuck out of here. That tells me automatically you owe money. Tells me you got debt. So if I fuck with you for real, I'm gonna be expected to pay that. See, understand, when you marry a bitch with a degree, you gonna be expected to help her out with that shit. Are you not? So now we can't get a house, we can't do all that because I gotta deal with your shit. This is why they be out here acting like they want money. They want money from all this money. Cause that's what they really trying to do. They trying to live up. These bitches are owing debt and degrees, but they trying to live it up and live a lifestyle, and they don't even got their shit straight. Again, you got women and they want to live a Instagram lifestyle that ain't even real most of the time. Most of that is cap, but they want to live that lifestyle. And judge you based on it. Even now, a lot of them Cowboy Carter tours, a lot of them, that shit ain't selling out like that used to. I mean, Beyonce still putting seats in, but Beyonce ain't putting seats in there like you want to because these bitches ain't got it like that. And niggas ain't about to pay no $1,000, $2,000 for a bitch to sit there and say she saw Beyonce. Yeah, FF7, yeah. Now, we're not even talking about the Resident Evil stuff. You see that stuff going on. Exactly. Because these chicks don't even, when they sell pussy, they do all that bullshit, they not even servicing that debt. They not even servicing that debt. They doing that to keep afloat. They can't even service the debt because they trying to keep up. You got bitches making $100,000 a year and they're like broke or they're house poor because they got to keep up with a lifestyle because that's how much they max their lifestyle out. So they want a nigga so they can open up their own money. Nah, man. But then these are the same hoes fucking niggas for free. But dudes don't be thinking about that because dudes be like putting these hoes on a pedestal. So again, you look at what you're competing, and we're talking. Remember, when we're talking about today's market, we're talking about what, like really 18 to 21 today. So you're talking about people that graduated high school from 2025 to people that graduated high school like 2012. That's like the 18 to 30 market right now. 2013, that's the 18 to 30 market. Then you go 2012 to like 2005. That's pretty much the 30 to where I'm at. You come in here saying random shit, you're gonna get spun right the fuck out. That's what a lot of people don't be thinking about. A lot of these chicks are out here magical as fuck. Listening to SZA, listening to fucking Coi Leray, mimicking their bullshit. So it is what it is. When that game come out, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy when that game come out. It's going to be absolutely crazy. And it's gonna be a build up, all of that. So, and these motherfuckers will be out here complaining. They're gonna be out here doing what they do, complaining, crying, bitching. You know, we ain't even talking about like fighting games. Like really, this year, like all the fighting games that came out, all the major fighting games that came out have already come out. Like Mortal Kombat ain't coming out with it. Like regardless of what the fuck they say, they not coming. Ain't nobody releasing. Man, it's gonna be a lot of releases that ain't go. Like all the fighting games are pretty much releases gonna release. You really got Virtual Fighter. Really is the next one, and that was not even your Mass Effect. Ain't definitely Mass Effect is still in development. Halo is trying to get their life together. So a lot of these games, like, they know they like, and quiet as it's kept, they probably like letting doing a lot of these other game developers a favor. So it's like, oh, we ain't releasing shit in hell no, we ain't releasing shit in 2026. Nah, we gonna clear the room for that. They'll drop a DLC or something. That's what they gonna do. They gonna drop a DLC. Or, you know, a remake. No, well they do plan on launching one in a couple of years. Another one, yeah. Yeah, ain't nobody playing. So I mean, and this stuff ain't gonna be this ain't no gender war. It just is what it is, y'all. They didn't fuck the market for so hard for so long, on this city girl bullshit, divester bullshit, on this, high fat bullshit ass hypergamy. They have basically shitted. They have completely polluted the dating market to the point where you got a whole nother generation that's really come out at this point, and they not having it. They don't care. And then again, with this AI shit, again, porn is on the forefront of a lot of shit anyway. People don't think about that.
You're absolutely.
So again, you got shit where motherfuckers will be like, fuck it. And I saw that with Andrew Tate. With people ain't, so people are not going to. A lot of people that they do all this shaming where they scream into the ether, it doesn't matter, because the people that's checked out like that, the people that would kind of fit the category you talking about, they're not listening to you anyway. That's what a lot of people are not understanding. Nigga, yeah, man, I'm a real nigga. I'm a real nigga, real nigga, real nigga. Nobody gives a fuck. And so what you gonna do? Yeah, you niggas need to go outside. You niggas need to do this. You niggas need to do that. That's not where the money is. It is what it is. So, I mean, I'm just telling you what, I'm not here, I'm just giving you the forecast. People want to talk about the opinion and all that other bullshit. I'm just giving you the forecast, yo. Like, a lot of the shit that women have been doing, a lot of this shit is about to come back, and it's gonna suck. These young women gonna be like, what's going on? These older women are gonna be bitching. Because if you like my age, and you already not linked up with somebody, and then the thing about it is, a lot of these chicks are so resentful and shit. They're so angry because they gotta settle, or they think, why can't I be like Bernice Burgos or like Ashanti? They angry they can't get a reach back. They're gonna take it out. They're gonna take it out on the nigga. They're gonna take it out on the nigga that would give them a chance, because they're upset. And so then that's not gonna last, because either they gonna pop you in the mouth, or they gonna just cheat, or they gonna just book. And the dudes with money are gonna increasingly realize, I got paper, a lot of people don't. You about to work for this money. I'm not about to just give you all this shit. That's why you saw that video I uploaded. What did Mr. Organic say? And then say, oh, I feel like that's the same as you pinning me down. I'll be like, let me tell you something. I don't want a chick like that. I would never date, because if you think like that, I wouldn't even have sex with a chick. If you think like that, you are dangerous. You are dangerous. That is a dangerous female that would even speak something like that out there. Like somebody said in my comment section, you're absolutely right. That's a chick that would lie because she's mad, and she would lie like that. Those are women that will tell niggas that shit happened, and then niggas go on whole crash out missions over a lie. I don't even, I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you got a friend that says some shit like that, I don't want to be around you. I'm like, this your girl for real? Just like, this your girl. I wouldn't even say nothing. I'm not even gonna argue. I'm like, oh, that's wild. I'm like, yo, how long have you known her? For real? She your friend like that? Like, y'all baby, whatever? Yeah. Oh, why he ghost me? Why he ghost me? He don't talk to me no more. It be shit like that. Cause because you are the something like make no mistake. The bitches are niggas, the bitches around, that is who she is. That is who she is. Do not underestimate that. That is exactly who she is. Or that's who she admires or aspires to be. You cannot play with these chicks like that. You cannot play with these, like, you cannot, like, you cannot be passive. Oh, Belk outlet. You cannot be passive on these chicks. No, it ain't a big deal. No. She didn't mean it. No, you cannot be passive, man. You can't. They will fuck you up. They will fuck you up. You out here being passive. You gotta be aware. It's like CIA. If they got you, they gonna do it. And the more time passes, the more right motherfuckers is proven. All right, y'all, I gotta go. It's been great talking to y'all. This is Edward signing off. Peace.